Okay, so I just got out. I just got home from seeing Maxine. Just went to an early screening, right? Okay, holy fuck. I don't even know where to begin. So, first off, X and Pearl, I did not like either film, okay? First off, if you loved this trilogy, maybe this review is not for you, okay? Because for X, I gave it a 6 out of 10. For Pearl, I gave it a 4 out of 10. For Maxine, XXX, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. So I've never formally reviewed any of these films. So let's dive in, because I just can't. Okay, it's nothing personal. Ty West, I believe that's the director's name. It's nothing personal, but I did not fuck with this trilogy. Okay, listen, Mia Goth, I love Mia Goth. She's sensational. Okay, and her performance throughout this entire trilogy is wonderful, and even the cinematography throughout the whole trilogy is competent. It's solid. But outside of those two positives, this trilogy can just go, it can go walk the plank, jump off, set itself on fire while it's falling through the air, and then the body just explodes. Boom! Just explodes on the surface of the fucking water. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, let's start with Pearl, because that's what I saw first. Okay, Pearl. I thought Pearl was so bad, fam. Okay, the whole monologue. There's a scene in Pearl. I don't even remember her. I don't even remember the character's name. Okay. I don't even remember the character's name, but that whole scene with Mia Goth when she's on stage and she's like, "I'm a star." It's like, bitch, if you don't stop, okay, my God in heaven, that scene went on for way too long. It made my eyes roll so far back into my head. It's amazing. The front of my eyes didn't touch my anus. Okay. Just no, just cringy, just awkward, just absolutely not no. The ending, it was a huge meme. It was a huge meme, right? The ending with the ending credits and this bitch, she's just like doing this fucking crazy sustained smile. No, okay, just weird and not in the right way. It just made me cringe up. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay, the scarecrow sequence was one of the most uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. I do not ever want to see that again, ever in life. Kind of scenes. I mean, that scene was so dumb. It's just like, why? Just why? I get that she's crazy, but no. Okay? No. Okay, I did not fuck with Pearl. Okay? None of the characters were interesting. Mia Goth's character, she was just annoying. She was just aggravating. No. I did not like Pearl. X, so clearly X was my favorite. I thought that the humor was really strong in X. This guy, I'm blanking on his character name. This guy in Kid Cudi just had me dying laughing. By the way, Kid Cudi was good. No offense, Kid Cudi, but for some reason I was like, Kid Cudi's gonna be good. But no, Kid Cudi, he was one of my favorite performers in the film. I thought he did great, ironically. But for me, I mean, there's just something about X where, for example, Mia Goth, she plays she plays two characters, right? Which was painfully obvious. And the old man, I believe the old man, it wasn't a real old man, correct? I think. I feel like the old man was not a real old man. It was just a younger person in makeup. I could be wrong, but if I'm wrong, whatever. But it felt like a young man in makeup. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I don't know. At X, it wasn't horror enough. It wasn't enough of a slasher film for me. None of the kills, all of the kills were. It wasn't scary. I wasn't disturbed. I wasn't disturbed. There wasn't scenes in X where I was like, there wasn't any scenes that happened where I needed to call someone and be like, bro, this movie X, it's so insane. Like it was just okay. It was pretty mediocre. I feel a lot of it was pretty predictable in X. You know that's a problem between X and Maxine. You know, two movies that are implying like sleaziness and explicit content, and we don't really get any of that. We don't really get any of that. And granted, Kid Cudi and I think someone else is kind of naked, but you know, for a movie called X and they're recording a porno, I felt it was quite tame and lackluster. Now, Maxine, unfortunately, I thought that Maxine was the worst one of the group. First off, what was the point of the Richard Ramirez, what's he called? The Night Stalker, right? What was the point of that storyline? If you could even call it a storyline. What was the point of the Richard Ramirez presence in the story? Like I don't get it. I mean, did Ty West sit down and watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and think, because he clearly got the wrong idea, because Tarantino, he did it right, okay? Especially the way that the Manson murders crescendo in the third act of Tarantino's movie. Like, I love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. What happened with Richard Ramirez in this movie? For some reason, you really should have seen X in order to watch Maxine, but you really didn't need to see Pearl in order to watch Maxine. So that's confusing and weird. God, what else can I say? I mean, I liked Kevin Bacon, his fleeting moments, but I just love Kevin Bacon, so that's not saying much. That's another thing. That's another positive. That's another positive that I will gladly give the trilogy. It's well cast. The cast is great for all three films. So there's another positive. Okay, Ty West, he can have that, because let me tell you something. The cast, it's outstanding in Maxine, but the execution of said cast and the execution of these characters in Maxine, the execution of the story at Maxine, it was very lackluster. It should have felt more X-rated. It should have felt more sleazy or visceral or scary or violent, or you know, there should have been scenes. There should have been scenes in Maxine that should have been scenes of the year, horror film wise, and that didn't happen. I mean, I found myself laughing hysterically at moments where I should not have been laughing. I'm so sick of them riffing on that line of I'm a star. Like, it just, my God, it makes me want to put a gun in my mouth. Oh my God, the whole angle with Maxine's father, that was so cheesy to me. The ending of Maxine, the parts by the Hollywood sign, just no, I just found myself I just found myself bursting out laughing because the execution of the story was just awful and forgettable. Very, very mid. I don't really get the purpose of the existence of this trilogy. It astounds me that somebody was like, yep, this trilogy, we need it, sounds great, this is what the people want, people are going to go nuts for it. It's just like, whoa, what? I didn't get any of that. I did not get any of that. Just so many sequences just made me just be like, or just made me laugh, and I most definitely was not supposed to laugh. Yeah, I don't want to get into spoilers. I was so disappointed by Maxine. I almost forgot I saw this early. Maybe I don't want to get into spoilers, but I was deeply disappointed by this trilogy. I did not think there was a good film out of this trilogy, in my personal opinion. The character of Maxine is just... She feels like a character that I'm gonna forget about in T-minus 16 hours from now.